The one thing that will make her instantly regret losing you. Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about the one thing that will make her regret losing you. So this could be someone who you were interested in and then suddenly they became less interested in you, or it could be an ex. So what is this one thing, this one special thing that you can do, that you can put across to this woman to make her instantly regret losing you? So let's get straight into it. And basically, this one thing you can do is how you behave after they have dumped you or rejected you. It's all about your behavior and your attitude after this kind of thing has happened to you. So let's get into some of the things, some of the kind of mindsets that you need, some kind of behaviors that you want to display to make this woman regret losing you. So firstly, let's talk about your attitude, the whole attitude that you kind of need to display after you've broken up with someone or after someone has lost interest in you. So the best kind of attitude to have is one of take it or leave it. So when someone rejects you, dumps you, breaks up with you, the best thing that you can do is to gracefully accept it. And the reason why this will make her question things is because you are behaving so much differently than what the typical person probably would do. So the typical person will probably, if they don't want to lose this woman, they would probably get angry, or they would beg and they would plead, or they would suddenly become passive aggressive and pretend that they don't care even though they do. So the best thing for you to do is to, just gracefully let this woman know that, okay, if that's what you want, then that's fine with me. I don't want to be with someone who doesn't want to be with me, obviously. But you have my contact information, so if you do change your mind in the future, just, reach out to me. And that is a good, graceful way that you can bow out of a woman's life. By obviously letting them know that I would love it if you'd want to be with me. I'd love it if you'd want to stay in this relationship with me. I would love it if you were still interested in me. But I understand that you don't, and that's fine. And I want to be with someone who really wants to be with me. It's perfectly understandable that you feel that way. I wish you the best, and you have my contact information if you change your mind down the road. You're not questioning it, you're not getting angry about it, you're not trying to force things, you're not trying to change her mind. You are basically letting her feel what she wants to feel and leaving that door open for her if she does change her mind. Because I'm guessing if you found a video like this, you are hoping perhaps to get her back. So if you have that attitude, if you behave that, and if you, and if you show that and display it in your words when a woman dumps you, then that's going to make her instantly think, oh, they're not chasing me. They're not trying to change my mind. They're not trying to get me back. They're not getting angry about it. They're not getting emotional about it at all. In fact, they've just gracefully accepted it. What's up with that? That's really interesting. Maybe I made the wrong choice. This person actually seems to have a really level head. Did I make the wrong decision? They'll start questioning themselves if you kind of display this kind of attitude where you just sort of take it or leave it. So what are some things that are the wrong thing to do when this kind of thing happens? So obviously you want this woman to regret losing you. Now, the thing that's going to make her not regret losing you, in fact, the things that are going to reinforce her decision, the things that are going to make her feel like she made the right choice, is if you do become angry, if you do start trying to chase her down, if you do start over pursuing and begging, if you're always in her DMs basically trying to change the situation, trying to convince her, trying to use logic and reason to get what you want, to get her back. And you may have some really good, sound and logical reasons as to why she should be with you. Perhaps you're a really nice person and you're using that as a way to convince her, look, I haven't cheated on you, I haven't done anything wrong, I would never hurt you. Why, basically, and you're trying to convince her. And obviously, those are good, solid reasons as to why she should want to be with you. But unfortunately, if she doesn't have that attraction for you, no amount of you trying to convince her is actually going to change her mind. You have to let her feel what she feels. You have to let her experience what she's experiencing, because women, especially really, really feminine women, tend to be so emotional. They're very in tune with their emotions. And if they're not feeling it, logic and reason isn't going to change their mind. Only their own emotions are going to make them change their mind. So the best thing for you to do, like I've said, is to graciously bow out. Basically, just have a really, really good attitude about the situation. And this is what is going to make her regret losing you, regret dumping you. So you might be really emotional about this situation, which a lot of people are after a breakup. The thing that most people want to do when they experience a breakup, or someone is starting to lose interest in them, they want to fight basically to salvage the situation. They feel like they need to do something to change the situation. They need to take action, especially if you are a heterosexual male watching this. Heterosexual males and people who are very masculine in general tend to be very goal orientated, and we always feel like we need to do something. We have to take action, we have to say the right line, we have to get results straight away. That's kind of like how the masculine kind of brain works. We're very goal orientated, and I consider myself to be a more masculine person, so I completely understand that frame of mind. But unfortunately, the more you do, the more you try and convince, the more you message, the more you call up, the more you beg, the more you plead, the more emotion you put behind it, it's just going to make her basically go away even further. It's going to put you a few steps back rather than a few steps forward. So like I said, you're probably really, really emotional about this situation, and you're in that stage where you feel like you have to do something. You want to know what action you need to take. What do you need to do? You probably come here hoping that I'm going to say to you, okay, you need to do A, then you need to do B, then you need to do C, and then you'll get her back. But unfortunately, that's just not how women are wired, especially really feminine women. You have to let them come back at their own pace, or not come back at all. You have to do non-action in order to get them back, which sounds like a paradox, but it is essentially the best thing that works. So if you're really emotional about this situation right now, it's better to focus your attention on other things, because the more emotional you are, it's more likely you're going to make mistakes. So what could these mistakes be? Well, if you become emotional about it and you're kind of like overanalyzing the last messages you sent to each other, if you're looking at her like Facebook profile, if you're looking through photos, if you're listening to like a playlist that you made about her, if you're doing all of these things and you're putting all of your energy into these things surrounding her, then of course you're going to become more emotional. You're going to stay attached to her, and because you're attached and you're emotional about it, it's very likely that you're going to make a mistake, like you're going to randomly call her up, or you're going to message her, because you just feel like you have to do something. You just can't wait. And I completely understand this frame of mind, and I've been there many, many times before. So essentially, what you need to do is you need to focus your attention elsewhere for a while. Focus on your hobbies, focus on your friends, focus on your family. Focus on a side business perhaps, or a side project. So if, let's say, you love music, you're a musician, focus on your music for a while, or focus on your career. Focus on other things instead of your love life right now. And this is really, really important. This is really crucial, because if you are focused on other areas of your life, and I talk about it all the time, you're going to be less emotionally attached. There'll be much less emotional intensity around your romantic relationships. So when this kind of thing happens to you, you can bow out graciously and actually mean it, because you are a busy person and you enjoy your life, because you've got a lot of things that you enjoy doing, and because you are less emotionally invested in your romantic relationships, the less mistakes you're going to make, because you have other things that bring you a lot of fulfillment. So if you have a lot of habits where you are, basically consumed by them. So let's say each time you put your earphones in, you listen to sad songs about this relationship, or each time you go on your phone, you always check to see what they're up to on social media. You basically need to replace those habits surrounding your ex with something better for you, something empowering. So instead of when you put your earphones and you listen to sad songs, you actually listen to like a video like this. They don't have to be my videos, but it could be a video similar to this that is trying to teach you to remain calm and strong in these kinds of situations. Or it could be listening to an audiobook, just basically doing something else whenever you put your earphones in. In fact, you might want to delete those playlists that remind you of your ex or this person that you was interested in. There might also be some time that you spend thinking about your ex. So this could be like when you're on your break at work or before you go to bed, you might have like half an hour where you just kind of stare at your phone, or you're just thinking about them in general. So basically you need to think about other things. You need to focus your attention on other things, and then you'll become less attached, less emotional about it, and you'll be able to remain calm, so you don't make these mistakes where you reach out to your ex too much and things like that. And because you've graciously bowed out of her life, and because you're no longer over pursuing, because you've got other things going on in your life that you really care about that bring a lot of meaning to you, this is when she's going to start regret losing you, because she can see that you are not getting emotional about it, you're not chasing her, you're not doing anything basically. And because you've already let her know that she has your contact information and it's absolutely fine if she ever wants to reach out to you again, then she won't feel so like embarrassed about messaging you, about reaching out to you, because you've already let her know that it's okay to do so. So bow out of her life graciously and focus on other things so you don't become too emotional about it. That is the recipe for success in order to make a woman regret losing you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like to get coaching with me or you would like my help with me personally in any way, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. There's lots of great resources for you there. There's some free articles and also a free PDF on the shop page, which is a dating guide for someone who is masculine, so masculine lesbians, obviously heterosexual males, masculine gay men. It's all there for you if you are interested. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye, guys.